Shifts of the supply curve are caused by changes in non-price conditions of supply. One or non-price condition of supply is cost of production, so any change in costs of production will affect the supply curve. Why is that? The goal of producers is to maximize profit. For a given price, the level of profit is determined by the level of cost. So the lower the cost, higher the profit, and producers are willing to produce more for the same price. Higher the cost, lower the profit, and producers will be willing to produce less at the same price. The next non-price condition of supply is indirect tax, so any change in GST will affect the supply curve. GST is tax on consumption and should be paid by consumers, but in reality, the burden of tax is shared between producers and consumers. When producers pay a part of GST, that increases their costs and they will be willing to produce less. When the rate of GST decreases, their costs decreases too, and they will be willing to produce more at the same price. The supply of a good will also be affected by changing price of related goods. Related goods are goods that could be produced with the same resources. So, for example, if resource is wood, we could use this wood to make paper, to make wooden furniture, or to build a house. So, paper, furniture, and house will be related goods from the point of view of producer. A change in price of one related good will affect the supply of the other related good. So, for example, suppose that the price of paper is increasing, so it's more profitable to produce paper, and producers will be willing to produce more paper at a higher price. However, if they use more wood to produce paper, they will be able to produce less furniture, so supply of furniture will decrease. Subsidy is the next non-price condition of supply. Subsidy is payment by the government to producers to decrease cost of production and encourage production and consumption of some goods. So, when the government gives subsidy to producers, that decreases the cost of production, and then producers are willing to produce more at the same price. When the government removes or decreases subsidy, that increases the cost of production, so producers will be willing to produce less at the same price. Other non-price conditions of supply include tariff, weather conditions, government regulation, and natural disasters, etc. Tariff is tax on import, so any change in the level of tariff will affect producers' cost of production. Weather conditions could affect supply of some goods, especially in agriculture. Government regulation also could affect supply. The government could limit production of some goods in order to protect national resources. So, for example, for that purpose, government introduces fishing quotas. And finally, natural disasters like floods, earthquake, or droughts could also affect supply of some goods.